week and a bit has passed in the world of tropical storms and Force 13, and this is the project update for August the 27th and for the week following it. In the past week we've had a few storms active, including a Category 5, Marie, and of course Hurricane Cristobal, which is still churning up the Atlantic as I speak. Only two real comments to reply to since August the 18th, though I do acknowledge that there have been more than that, but not really particularly necessary for a reply. Lucas Chan says, is the if you predict twice in less than a month then the old prediction disappears rule still in effect for Predictor Season 2014? Well, yes, it is. If you do predict the second time, the old prediction will disappear. That's the current rule on the predictions. Same too for Predictor Storm as well. And Jimmy48Fly says, how do you submit requests for hypothetical seasons? I'm just curious, a response would be much appreciated. Well, here there is one. Well, hypothetical seasons did close at the beginning of June, so they are closed at the moment, I'm afraid, and there are a lot on the request list. But you might want to get one through to me and I'll see what I can do at the end of the current hurricane season. Those are all of the main comments. Let's take a look now at how the basins are doing here in the Northern Hemisphere. The Atlantic so far, it's the first time since 1992 where the first three named storms were all hurricanes. Of course, 1992 had Andrew as the first one. It's also the latest formation date of the sea storms since that same year. And 2014 may well finish with less than 10 storms at the current rate of progress. Of course, we've only had 3 so far, 4 if you count the depression too. And 2005 was already up to Katrina by now, intensifying rapidly into a Category 4 at this time. In the Eastern Pacific, 2014 reached Marie on August the 22nd, 5 days earlier than 1992, the record holder, reaching Madeline 5 days later, although Newton formed on the same day, August the 27th. Marie was the first Category 5 hurricane in either the Eastern Pacific or the Atlantic since Celia in 2010 formed also in the Eastern Pacific. The Atlantic's been quiet since Felix of 2007. 6 major hurricanes have formed so far in the Eastern Pacific as well, the most since 1993 for the current date. In the West Pacific, the last storm dissipated 17 days ago. That was how long? And that has produced the longest continuous period of no storm activity in August in recorded history, though in 1957 and 1954 there were periods from July into August that had longer periods of inactivity. 12 storms have formed so far, level with 2009 for this calendar day, and although that wasn't particularly active, it was still active by anyone's standards. It did have some quite strong storms as well, particularly a bad year for the Philippines. Let's take a look around the world then. Worldwide, we've had 50 storms in 2014 so far this year. 26 of those have become Category 1 hurricanes or their equivalents around the world, and 15 of those have become Category 3 major hurricanes with winds of 115 miles per hour or higher. That's just 4 of 2010 in 25th place. Still quite a way off storm totals wise, 28 to 2010. 2014 this year so far. On the graph here, the blue line is 2014, the red and the purple are 1992 and 96 respectively, and the green line was last year, 2013. You can see how we've tailed off a little bit in the past week or two, and have gone behind the pace of those really active years, 92 and 96. Until then it was keeping up, but it's now fading off a little bit towards 2013. In Predictor Season, this is how it looked on August the 18th at the last project update. Tropical News Tom had taken the lead with a new prediction, though he has now dropped to 3rd place, and Weatherboy 110218AU also has 1st place now with a new prediction too. NBH Storm has been right up there the whole time as well in 2nd or 3rd, and 2 new entries to the top 12, Sebastian G in 7th and Alpha Beta Gamma Delta in 11th. Nice usage of the Greek letters there. So the scores are decreasing ever so slightly upon week as the totals get ever more towards becoming finalised. So it's going to be interesting to see how it will turn out in the next few weeks, and maybe I'll get up there too. Let's hope so. The newest predictions, there's been quite a few this week, so only a few will be selected for this. Dale 18 predicted on August the 19th, scoring 113, 47th place. Anthony on the August 21st, scoring 145, 96th place. DF predicted on August 24th, scoring 210, 137th place. And Morgan G on August the 25th, scoring 118 points in 51st place out of 158. The featured predictors, you can see them all here, the usual culprits. Myself falling downwards, which is a good sign because lower scores are better. Weatherboy is also marked on there now, the current leader in first place, below 50 points, which isn't too bad at all. You can see how Tom's gone higher quite significantly in the past week, as has Woollyback82, who was once leading for a brief period. Same too for TD123, which was a leader for a very long time as well. And you can see how that has run its course in the past few weeks. Obviously a few of those previous leaders have now been removed from the charts, not to clutter things up too much. The 2013 winner Spencer is also on his way down as well, but still quite a way to go for him. The combined points totals of the top three is now 155 points. It was 176 last time, which means that predictions are once again getting better and more skillful by the looks of things. I think that will ever decrease as we get towards the end of the year, and the winners will be will become crystal clear. You can submit your prediction at that link there. It's also in the video description. You can visit Force 13 on any of its 6 outlets. The website, force13.com, as always, will keep you most up to date with all the goings on around the world, tropics-wise. The video pages, YouTube and Daily Motion, just search Force 13 and those with regular storm updates for important storms. And, of course, the social pages, Facebook and Twitter, just search Force 13 on there. It's at Force 13 on Twitter, and you can speak to me personally on Skype, at Fool13 on there, for tropical weather chat. You can also visit the control room, which has a more visual representation of what's going on in the North Atlantic and the Eastern Pacific. You can access that via the website, as you can with the forum, where you can chat and discuss tropics with fellow storm trackers. That's all from this project update. The next one will follow sometime next week. Goodness knows when, because all my dates are getting really messed up, aren't they?